return for the hardwood. Hello, everybody. Tim Morey alongside of Rick Bull, and welcome to another special live edition of High School Basketball Weekly, live from the Buckyball Gymnasium here at Drury High School as the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes are going to take on the Drury Blue Devils in girls high school basketball action. And Rick, we had a big house here last Thursday. We're back again for this rivalry matchup between these two squads, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I very much enjoyed doing the game in Cheshire in December with you and John Jacoby for the first meeting between these two teams. And it's the first time that, they got to see each other, and Drury came out victoriously. And it's a little swing right now, Tim, with Hoosac Valley being a lot more they're both young, but Hoosac Valley's much younger. Drury's putting a little bit more experience on the floor, so we'll see what happens. But there was a lot of action last week in high school basketball here in Northern Berkshire County.
And let's get right to it. We're going to review the high school action. We'll start again on the girls' side, Rick, and how about the McCann Tech Lady Hornets? They are undefeated and on top of the Tri-County South, and they are rolling along here.
I couldn't be happier for Coach Justin Krantz and his young Lady Hornets, especially struggled last year, as we mentioned many times on High School Basketball Weekly and our preseason show. They didn't pick up their wins until very, very late in the season, and they are 6-0 right now, Tim. They are 6-0 overall, 6-0 in the Tri-County South, and they're in a league that I think they belong in. And you and I talked off the air before we went on tonight's show about my personal feelings on how I thought the Pioneer Valley set the new format up with the Boys Berkshire League and then
Yes.
a few others. But I particularly like where McCann is, both boys and girls. With McCann, Tim, is St. Mary's, Commerce, Hamden Charter, Gateway, Westfield Tech, and Pioneer Chinese Immersion. Those are all teams that are about the same size, have the same athletic programs as McCann, especially the girls. And not just are they competing, but they're winning. And they had a great week last week, Tim. They defeated Gateway 39-16. McCann led all the way 13-4, 19-9 at the half, and 33-9 after three. Faith Brazo, who's really coming on strong now. She's was a little quiet at the end of last season, through most of last season with points, is coming on strong. She ended up with 13 points. 7 different players that Coach Krantz put in that game scored against Gateway. And they remained undefeated by picking up their 6th win by beating Hamden Charter 56-19. The 56 points, Tim, were the highest that the McCann girls scored this season. They're usually in the 30s, low-scoring contest, defensive struggles, and in that ball game, they led 22-2, and they never really looked back. They controlled the game. Aiden Champney with 16 and Brazo with 10. And here's a stat, Tim, that's pretty remarkable. McCann is averaging 40 points a game in 6 games. They are only giving up a total of average of 15.8. So it's call it what you want to call it, but I couldn't be happier for that program down there.
Right.
I said, new system, new coach coming in. Coach Kathy Buda had that team for several years, had some success. Need to rebuild under Coach Justin Krantz's kids' team, and they're doing really, really well. And, just before we went on the air, we happened to take a look at the schedule for the Hornets, and they've got a couple tough games, non-conference. But be honest with you, barring a huge upset or, God forbid, an injury to some significant players, I don't see them losing a league game this year. Yeah,
you indicated that previously on High School Basketball Weekly, Rick, and the Hornets are currently in the MIAA rankings, Division 5, ranked at the 35th spot. And if they keep rolling along, they're going to move up. And I'm sure, Coach Krantz, they're looking to try to get a home game in the state tournament. That's for sure.
Right. Take it slowly. Take it little by little.
Exactly.
Like if they had goals to set, maybe they'd say, let's win the Tri-County South.
Sure.
After that, let's get a bid in the Western Mass, Class C or D, and then little baby steps.
Yep.
The MIAAs and better than a 32 seed, which is an automatic seed. They're going to be over 500. We all know that. They have not made the MIAs in the last few years. It's going to be good seeing them in there.
Another team, Rick, that we've talked about that has much improved and having a solid season, Mount Greylock Mounties. They currently stand with a record of 5-4, 3-3 in the Franklin North, but they're having a solid season.
Yeah, at 5-4 they are, and all the years Coach Jacoby coached over there, and we have been doing High School Basketball Weekly for about 7 or 8 years now. It's always been an uphill climb for them to hit the 500 mark, and they're always trying to climb that hill. Sometimes they got to it, sometimes they got over it, sometimes they didn't. The last couple seasons they did not. But this year they're 5-4, and they're still very young. I'm sorry, they're a very young team.
Yeah.
New coach, again, new system, but they got some talent, Tim. And in a very tight game throughout, the Mounties defeated East Hampton 41-30, and they played a couple real close games last week. Tanley Drake continues to shine for the Lady Mounties. She had 16. Naylin Robinson had 12. So, you get the Drake sisters and the other Powell sisters. But Nadine Robinson has come on strong, so she's a name that you're going to see. She's been in double figures in the last few games.
And interestingly, Rick, you talk about those players. The guts, the core of that team is going to be back next year.
Yeah, already they already know that. Yeah, and so much, Tim, in boys and high school basketball and girls high school basketball, especially girls. Girls first year, second year, getting plenty of play time. I mean, take a look at Reagan Shea for the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Outstanding, even though she wasn't in the limelight her 9th or 10th grade seasons, but she played a major role in 2 state championship teams, and she's back again as a leader now.
Right.
And it's the same thing over at Greylock. So Coach Jacoby Powell in his first year has got a lot to be thankful for and a lot to look forward to. They lost a real heartbreaker, Tim, to Lee. Lee's a very, very good team in Division 5. They lost 61-60. The game was close throughout. Tanley Drake led with 21. Naylin Robinson had 15. Madison Drake had 12. So, usually, Tim, when you get 3 scores with 21, 15, and 12, it's a win. And they just got eked out 61-60 by Lee. Yeah,
and that was a big game for them in the Franklin North because Lee now is undefeated, and they're in first place there in Greylock. That's a big game for them.
Yeah, and, like I said, Lee's 6-2. And one of those losses was to Drury in their opener. And, as you said, 5-0. I look for them to win that Franklin North. I think they're just too strong, even though, again, they are young with Gianna Carlino and Micah Diller. So, at any given night, you can never tell. But Greylock is going to be a formidable opponent. Again, I see them in the Western Mass this year, where they weren't able to make it last year. And I see them even at a 37 seed right now, getting better than a 32 as the season goes on.
Sure. A team that we're going to see here tonight, Rick, the Lady Hurricanes of Hoosac Valley, they come into this rivalry contest here 3-6. This is a rematch from an earlier game that we did up at Hoosac Valley where Drury topped Hoosac Valley in that one. They come in at 3-6, and they are 0-5 in the Suburban League. They are still, with that record, ranked number 9 in Division 5, and that is a testament to the strength of the Suburban League that Hoosac Valley is in.
Right. So if you're a basketball fan and you go to the MIAA website and you look at the power ratings and you take a look at the boys and girls in what division, you're going to see teams, Tim, that are actually like, for example, 1-9,
sure.
But maybe they're a number 7. They just play they play teams higher in the classes,
Yes.
as far as the division. So Hoosac Valley is still a very good basketball team, and just because they have, I'm going to call 2.5 starters back from last year's team with Gianna Wittig.
Right.
I'm going to call her the half starter with Genevieve Legesse and of course their leading scorer. So they're going to do okay. I mean, last week they sometimes it's about matchups.
Right.
And they had a hard time down at Wauconah and lost 63-26. It was basically Wauconah all the way. Reagan Shea, again, led the way with 12, and LaJess had 9. And Madison McCarthy scored 31 points to lead the Lady Warriors. And then they fell to Frontier. So it was a tough week for Coach Frederick's team, but those are two very, very good basketball teams. Wauconah, always very, very strong
Absolutely.
in Division 4. And Frontier, I got to see up here, and I didn't realize what I was seeing. I knew they were strong. We talked about how strong Frontier girls were this year, but Drury gave them a battle and led for the end of the first, and I think end of the third quarter. So Drury gave them a battle, except for the only game that they lost to a much bigger team. Hoosac Valley looking to get back on the winning track again tonight here against a very good Drury team, but we'll see.
Yeah, they played Drury tough the first go-around up at Hoosac Valley. They were in the game in the first half, and then Drury, I think, with their depth, took over, and that's really been the story, I think, for the Lady Blue Devils so far. And when we have a moment we can talk about the Lady Blue Devils, they're on a bit of a roll. Played a tough schedule. They stand at 6-3, 4-2 in the Suburban. They are currently number 3 in the MIA rankings in Division 4, but they're having a fine season given the very tough schedule that they're playing, Rick.
Yeah, they come in 6-3 overall, 4-2 in the Suburban. That Suburban League is really, really tough. Yeah, so Drury's playing up a little bit. Hoosac Valley kind of stayed with Wauconah because I believe they were in the old Suburban.
That's right.
Frontier looks to be the team to beat at 8-1 overall and 6-0 in the league. I think Drury and Pope Francis are going to battle it out with Wauconah, and then Hoosac Valley and Lennox somewhere in the middle to the bottom. Unfortunately, somebody's got to finish in the middle, Tim.
That's
Somebody's
right.
got to finish. It's almost like South Hadley. South Hadley girls have a very, very good basketball team, but they moved them to the Valley League with much, much bigger schools this year, so they may take it on the chin, but they're going to get rewarded in the MIAs, and so will Drury. Last week when we did the show from here live, Drury took a couple on the chin, and this week it was just the opposite. They got a couple of really, really nice wins, Tim, easily taking Lennox here 70-25, and that was a very emotional night here at the Buckybola Gym as they retired a pair of number 10s, former player in the 90s, Jocelyn LeClaire, and also Allison Felix jersey were retired in a ceremony they had up here. Very nicely done to tribute two of the wonderful young ladies that passed away way too young.
Right.
And especially, and not especially, I mean for both, but I mean it's two totally different because they played in different decades and they played for different coaches. But Jocelyn LeClaire, Coach Bob LeClaire, and Pat LeClaire's daughter, an excellent athlete here at Drury. And of course, we were lucky enough, Tim, you and I, to cover Allison Felix when she played for the Devils and Coach Ian Downey. So that was a nice tribute up here. In that game, a bunch of Lady Devils scored, and they were led by a couple of kids that were more role players, even though one was a starter. Kira Vidal led the way with 10, along with Elise Daly. 11 different Lady Devils scored in the win. They jumped out 30-12 at the half, and then 40-13, outscoring Lennox in the second half. And for the second time, and this is a big win I'm going to report here, Tim. Drury, for the second time this year, defeated Wauconah, and this time in Dalton, 41-38. Megan McGrath, who had been very quiet in the scoring column lately, big night for her with 17. Ella Bond contributed 14. Drury trailed 17-10 in that game at the half, but they outscored the Warriors by 10, 31-21 in the second half. And for the second game, Coach Downey either put on Meg McGrath or put on Ashlyn Hayden.
Right.
Not Delaney, Ashlyn Hayden. And they did an outstanding job. And Madison McCarthy, who scores double figures every game, has been their leading scorer for 3 seasons now, was held to a total of 13 points by Drury in 2 ball games. And that was it. So disappointing loss last week a week before to Pope Francis, but certainly a good week for the Lady Devils.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point you pointed out there, Rick, in terms of Drury's play against a very, very good Wacona team. And, of course, Madison McCarthy as well. To hold a scorer like that, they played her twice, and to hold her to literally a total of 13 points in 2 games is a real testament to the Drury defense played against her.
Yeah, and Drury can play defense, that's for sure. And I got to say this, Tim, too, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit as the game progresses tonight once they start here. But one of the things that I noticed that you and I talked about was that Drury doesn't have the superstar scorer.
Right.
They have a true team in every aspect of the game, defensively, offensively, passing, rebounding, sharing the basketball. When the season is done, and I think they're going to have a very successful season, they could very well have 6, maybe even 7 girls averaging 6 points to 9 points and nobody in double figures.
Correct. And that is a testament to the balance and the depth of this Drury team. That makes them very difficult to defend, Rick, because they put 5 ladies on the floor at any one time that are capable of scoring the basketball and contributing in a variety of ways. So they have a lot of depth.
They do it, because if you take a look at Mount Greylock, they have 3 girls in double figures almost. Hoosac Valley with 2, with Shea and LeJess. Aiden Champney and Faith Brazo getting very close to double figures for McCann. But at Drury, you're looking at Ella Bond, basically the 9th grader, and that's it.
Right,
so.
right.
But I guess you never know. You don't ever know who Coach Downey's going to have for his leading scorers. He just tries to come out with the W, and that seems to have been working.
It certainly has. So we'll see tonight when Drury in just a few minutes is going to take on Hoosac Valley here at Drury High School, and we'll be bringing that one to you live following High School Basketball Weekly, and that'll be coming off, well, should be tipping off in approximately 15 minutes in that one. Let's turn over to the boys' action, Rick, and we talk about the boys. It's been a solid week also now for McCann. The Hornets have done really, really well as well. Their counterparts on the girls' side, but the boys are having a fine season as well.
Yeah, they stand at 5-3 overall, 5-1 in the league, so they're going to be okay in the league. Already off to a better start than they did last year, Tim. They're coming in and after the second power ranking at number 39. I really think they will improve. Again, their goal would be to get the automatic bid under the 32 seed. They split this week. They got outscored 16-7 in the fourth quarter by Lee, and got eked out 59-48 in a very good ball game. Jackson Pilot led McCann with 12 points. Fernie Percy had 9. Now in that ball game, Tim, and this probably was a factor in the ball game, McCann's leading scorer, Zach Howland, was held to 4 points, all free throws. He did not make a field goal in the game. So, you could say, boy, if your leading scorer hit a couple of field goals here and there, it might have been enough to put him over. But it just wasn't going to happen that night as Lee got by McCann. But they did come back. They beat Mohawk Trail by 20 points, 42-22. McCann led only 14-8 at the half, but they broke it open in the second half. Zach Howland did lead McCann in that game with 13 points. 9 different Hornets scored in the win. And their next ball game is tomorrow night versus Westfield Tech, whereas all the boys will be back in action tomorrow night.
Right. Next up on our review, Rick, the Mounties from Mount Greylock. Coming along. We've lost some tough games, but they're coming along. Much improved since last year. Yeah,
much improved since last year. 3-8, 1-5. Maybe not where Coach Tommy Verdell would like to have his kids right now. Came in at a number 52 in Division 4, so long ways to go. I mean, if they're not going to get to 32 or better, they're going to have to be 500, and it could be a problem for them. But Tim, you're right. They have been in the ball games.
Right.
They lost to Mount Everett 44-37, and this is a very good Mount Everett team. Mount Everett, Tim, is 9-1. and their only loss to Drury.
Right, and that was a very competitive game.
It was.
Yeah.
Drury got out of there with a 12-point win, and a lot of people, their eyes were open, thinking that, just because Drury is playing Mount Everett, and traditionally Drury has their way with Mount Everett, that's not necessarily the way the game was played down there. So in that ball game, Greylock only scored 10 points in the second half against Lee. Aiden Champagne led the way with 10. Cole Creighton had 9. Brady Auger and Gavin Fleury had 7. And they also lost to Libertas Academy in another close game, Tim, 69-63. 4 Mounties in double figures. That usually is a recipe for victory. It just didn't happen this night. They did score in the 60s, but it wasn't enough to get over the hump. Logan Fitzgibbons had 18, Gavin Fleury 17, Brady Auger 12, and Cole Creighton had 10. So I'll tell you, 8 or 9 out of 10 times, if you get 4 players in double figures, you're going to come away with a win. It just didn't happen for Greylock that night. So they will be at Lenox tomorrow night looking to turn things around.
Yeah, and it just, like I said, they're competing. They're in the games. They've lost some tough ones, and it's something that we're going to be watching as the season goes along for the Mounties. It's certainly they're trying, obviously, to compete and also to qualify for the state tournament when that comes around in the middle of February. So we'll be watching closely. Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, number 8 in the rankings for the state with a record of 4-5. Rick, they've had some tough losses. They're playing, of course, that tough schedule in their league, and they're trying to get to that 500 mark now and perhaps improve even on that.
Yeah, when the Hurricanes were here last week, they were 500 and fell just a little below, but they're going to be okay. I think they're a 500 team, Tim. I think they'll find a way to get there. I think Coach Larrabee will get his kids there. The Berkshire League is so tough, though.
Yeah, certainly
Taconic may not be the powerhouse they once were, but PHS is excellent. So is Drury. So is Wacona. And you got Monument Mountain, and they're no laughingstock down there. So, that is a very, very tough league. I think playing that league is going to make you tougher.
Right.
And the Hurricanes fell up here a week ago, 57-41. In that ball game, some very, very poor shooting, especially from Hoosac Valley in the first half, allowed Drury to take a 30-10 lead at the half.
Right.
And when does any Hoosac Valley boys team have 10 points in one half? Aiden Wicks, their leading scorer, the sensational senior, did not score in the first half. He did have 12 second half points,
right,
and started getting a little bit hot there in a slight comeback when they got down to about 11 points in the third quarter.
They made a run.
But it's a little tougher this year because they're relying so much on Wicks and on Quinnell Bradley. They're getting a lot of contributions. They're getting some from Craig Field. They're getting stuff from Blake Mazzio, Ian Lieberno. But let's face it, they do miss Moynihan's sharp shooting and his points per game. That would make that team a totally different team. But you have to play with the kids that come out on the first Monday after Thanksgiving, and that's it. That's your team. That's what you're going to have to go with, and every coach has to worry about that. Hoosac, after they fell to Drury, also fell to Monument Mountain, 73-51. Aiden Wicks led with 16. Mazzio and Field each had 10. I did not see in that game, Tim, Quinnell Bradley. I don't have any information unless you do on Quinnell's absence. If it was
he was ill that day and did not play. So that was a big loss for Hoosac Valley, as Bradley does so much for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think they the first matchup, didn't they come away with a 1-point win at home? I believe
they did. They beat to open the season. They beat
Monument. So they would have been very, very competitive, especially being so competitive against Pittsfield High away. So, Hoosac 4-5. I think they'll be a 500 team. I think they'll be better than a 500 team. But they may surprise you. They may knock off some big in the North. I call it the North, in the Berkshire League.
Right. They're in the games. They're competing. It's just a tough league, and they're on any given night. But it's a tough schedule as Hoosac Valley in that particular league playing against D4 primarily D4 teams. So.
Yeah, two D3, I believe, right?
Right.
And two D4.
That's exactly right. Turning to the Drury Blue Devils, Rick, they have the #1 spot right now in Division 5 in the state tournament rankings with an overall record of 8-2. This is a solid Drury squad.
Drury's 2 losses, Tim. A heartbreaker, 58-56 to Pittsfield High, and then a 20-point loss against Pittsfield on the road. There were only 2 losses. If Coach Reset didn't clear the bench with about 6 minutes to play, it wouldn't have been a 20-point differential.
Right.
But he wasn't gonna come away with a W that night. But Pittsfield's a very, very good team. But
right.
Drury, as you said, right now in Division 5, the #1 ranked team by quite a bit. And I'm thinking, Tim, the next time we see one next week on Tuesday, they may still hold the #1 spot. It's early yet. We're not even to midseason, or right about at midseason for some teams. But they had a pretty good week. Of course, moved to 8-1 by winning that game against Hoosac Valley here. Jorge Bond had 19, Braden Durant 14, Shane Fauscher and Connor Hinkle had 8, and they, as I say, lost to Pittsfield High. You and I both watched that game on the Pittsfield Community TV app.
Right.
And I think we had the same thoughts. I'm not saying they weren't prepared, Drury. I'm not saying that they didn't try or hustle. I said that's the first time I saw Drury this year actually look young. And they are young. They start a 9th grader, 2 10th graders, an 11th grader, and a senior. So.
Right.
But when they're winning, you never talk about that.
Right.
You want to talk about it a little bit when they're not winning. But Coach Reset is just going to pick up the pieces. You got to tip your hat sometimes to the opponent, and this time it was to Jerome Edgerton's Pittsfield Generals.
Right.
They so deserve that win. In that game, Quincy Abilene led the way with 24. He did not score double figures here at the Bucky Bullet Gym. Breon Thompson had 18. He's their leading scorer. And Noah Smalls continues to score double figures. He had 13. So that's a pretty darn good Pittsfield team. I think they will vie with Wacona and maybe even Drury for the top spot in the Berkshire League.
And Rick, we know Coach Reset, outstanding high school coach, great competitor. He always wants to win. There's no question about that. But in his heart, I'm sure he's thinking, these games against Pittsfield, the Wacona, they are going to hold this Blue Devil team in good stead down the line when they get to tournament play.
Yeah, Coach Reset, Tim, who wanted to do that the last several years, but was unable to do it. He couldn't get PHS or Taconic on his schedule because of the league format. And so he gets that opportunity again. And Coach Reset, any team he's coached here at Drury in his tenure, he always wanted to play the bigs. He wanted to play Monument. He wanted to play PHS, Taconic, and Wacona, and Hoosac Valley twice every year, and he's got his wish back. And yes, the travel's better. Competition is very good. Going to make Drury a stronger team too.
Without question. We got a moment now, Rick. Let's run down the scoring leaders here in Northern Berkshire County, especially. You were so kind to put this together, and let's talk about some of the sharpshooters, both on the boys and girls side.
Well, for the boys, Tim, in Berkshire County, and right now I'm only tracking Northern Berkshire County because of our show, High School Basketball Weekly.
Right.
Jorge Bond, I believe, in the county is still the leading scorer at 26.7. It's come down a little bit. He scored 20 in the last 2 games. He scored 20 against Hoosac and 20 against PHS to bring his average from 28 down to 26.7. The sensational senior guard, Aiden Wicks, the sharpshooter from Hoosac Valley, at 19.3. Quinnell Bradley right behind him at 15.2. And then it goes down to Zach Holland from McCann at 14.4. Logan Fitzgibbons from the Mount Greylock Mounties at 12.7. Grady Auger from Mount Greylock at 12.3. And Shane Fauscher at 10.5 for Drury. Those 7 players are the only Northern Berkshire boys averaging double figures. If you want to round out the top 10 in Northern Berkshire County, you've got Braden Duran at 9.7, Connor Hinkle at 9.4, and Blake Mazzio at 9.2.
And, Rick, when we talk about the girls' side, and we flip to the girls for a minute, you'll run down the top scores in the girls' side. It's so interesting to see that really probably the top team, the Lady Blue Devils of Drury, they don't have anybody, as you indicated, averaging 10 points a game.
Yeah, and I think that pattern started a few years ago, Tim. Jacinta Felix, the outstanding guard that graduated this past June, averaged double figures her 10th grade season, 11th grade season, somewhere between 12 and 13 both years. But she dropped off last year and became a different type of player. She was looking to dish a little bit more, didn't shoot as much as she normally did, still gave 100% to Coach Downey night in and night out, but her average did drop. And so now these kids are doing the same thing. You never, ever know who's going to lead the scoring column for Coach Downey's kids. Lately, it's been Ella Bond with Delaney Hayden in back of her, but not all the time. So you never know. I mean, where we said that Meg McGrath wasn't scoring, she came up really big down in Dalton the other night.
Right.
So you can never tell. But I again, as I said a few moments ago, I really think when it's all said and done, come March, and you take a look at the Drury stats, you're going to have 6, maybe 7 girls averaging somewhere between 6 and 9 points. Maybe 10, we'll have to see.
Right.
But I don't think he's going to have a lot of scores in double figures.
We're a few minutes away here from the tip-off of the Hoosac Valley Hurricane Drury Blue Devil ball game. While we have a moment, Rick, we want to give a shout-out to a young woman on the mend, one Deb Bua, Mrs. Bua, having a little bit of surgery this week, and little shout-out to Deb. I'm sure she's watching the broadcast tonight. She helps us out a lot, and we miss you.
She helps me out an awful lot.
And I know everyone wants to know how you're doing, and we'll give everyone an update that she's doing just fine.
Yeah, she had a procedure at Bay State on Monday. She came home on Tuesday afternoon. She's resting comfortably. Very tired, but the worst is over now, and she's doing great. So thanks to everybody out there, all our friends and family, and everybody in our sports listening area for all your thoughts and concerns and prayers for Debbie over the last couple of weeks, and she's doing great. And as we did last week, Tim, I'd like to give a shout out to our partner, our broadcast, the man that makes our show usually go, and that's Peter Gentile. Yeah. And as I said, Peter's resting comfortably at home from a procedure he just had done recently. And Peter, I can't tell you how much we miss you, but most importantly, feel good, get better soon.
Yeah, doing a great job rehab, and I hope we want to get you back. It's a possibility we'll see him, maybe, but we don't want you to rush that recovery.
No, we don't want to rush him back, but if he can get back for the MIAAs, we would love to see him, and I'm sure he'd love to join us.
Without a doubt. We're just a few minutes away here from the opening tip, and this is a game, Rick, Drury and Hoosac girls, they've battled each other over the years. As we said during the first game back in December, Drury had not beaten Hoosac for a number of years. They got that monkey off their back, so to speak, with a nice victory. They're on a roll, and Hoosac Valley would like nothing better than to return the favor here tonight. Yeah,
and it doesn't really matter. I mean, Hoosac Valley really, they've been so successful for so many years. They're not necessarily a home court team. It's not what's the record at home versus on the road. They play the same style of basketball everywhere they go, and nothing intimidates them. The atmosphere never did. The courts never bothered them. It didn't really matter what the venue was. Hoosac Valley played that type of basketball. So they know that they want to avenge that loss down in Cheshire, that loss to the Blue Devils.
Right.
And they've got the kids that can keep them in it. And the only thing, Tim, that I would say about the Hurricanes this year, they just don't have the depth that they had.
That's right. That's Yeah, that's a little bit of the difference. And of course, Hoosac Valley also, we pointed this out the last time, and they had lost, and it doesn't look like she's going to be back. Sophie Wilson, very talented sophomore, was unable to play this year due to illness, and hopefully she's going to be better. I talked to her mom. She's on the mend. Whether she gets clearance to play this year, she misses playing with her teammates, etc. But that's a big loss for Hoosac Valley because she's a very athletic young woman.
Yeah, the first thing is her health. So as long as she's on the mend and everything's going well, then we wish her nothing but the best. Other than that, I've got to say that the second thing would be school, her education, her 10th grade.
Exactly.
And she was just getting back to school, Tim, from what I understand.
That's right. That's right.
And then the third thing would be athletics. So if you're feeling good and you're healthy and you're doing well in school and you're playing sports, then that's the trifecta. So we wish her nothing but the best and looking forward to covering her when she's able.
And, of course, at these ball games, Hoosac Drury ball games, if it's the girls in action, a lot of the boys for both players are, for both teams are here supporting the young ladies and along with the coaches, and we're pleased to announce at halftime we hope to have an interview with the Drury boys coach, Jack Rossett, giving us a little bit of insight on his club here at about the halfway point of the season.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be wonderful. And we haven't talked too much about the Blue Devils, Tim, about this ball game, but it's a team that Coach Downey has told me last year and this year he could put several different starting lineups out there and not have to worry about it.
That's right.
It isn't basically who starts, but who's got minutes on the floor and who's out there at crunch time, and we'll see what happens tonight. I did notice, Tim, in street clothes is sophomore guard Lily Moranti.
Right.
Other than that, he looks pretty healthy. Looking forward to seeing Eva Moser out there. She was not able to play in the first ball game,
right?
But she was injured and she's back. So we'll see. It looks like both teams are mostly at full strength.
Yeah, they look like they're going to be at full strength. We're a couple minutes away here from the opening tip here at the Bucky Bullet Gymnasium at Drury High School. It's Hoosac Valley taking on Drury. And we're going to have the starting lineups and the opening tip in just a minute, Rick. And we should be a good one. These two teams play each other very, very tough when they get together.
They do. I mean, normally the boys, you always throw it out, and it's easy to say the girls, but the girls, let's give credit where credit is due, Tim.
Right.
The Hoosac Valley girls were so superior for so many years. It was very, very hard for a lot of coaches, especially over the Pioneer Valley, that were just craving to come up here to play them.
Right.
To not get intimidated.
Right.
The girls did no intimidating. It's just that the program itself was getting intimidated.
Right. You're talking over a 13-year period. They won 9 Western Mass titles, 4 state championships, were in the state finals, and came up short on 3 other occasions. So they were in the state finals 7 years of the 13 years during that run. So it was quite a run for them. Very difficult in high school. You say there are people coming and going, graduating, and there are cycles. And for a team to have that record over 13 years, it's only a matter of time before they got to come back to the pack, so to speak.
They do.
All right, folks, we're going to turn it over now to high school action here at Drury High School. The buzzer has sounded, and we're going to have the introduction of the starting lineups.
As the Drury girls still continue to shoot their free throws in warm-ups. Hoosac Valley already on their bench, and I think Drury just getting ready to. And there's the second horn. Coach Downey will give final instruction to his kids as Coach John Frederick and his daughter Kay, coaching the Hoosac Valley girls. So we'll turn it over to Jeff Polari with his blue on tonight.
All fans, please note
Jeff, the athletic director for both Drury and Hoosac Valley, so he dons the colors depending on what gym he's in.
Yeah, he does a great job.
He really does.
Officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated or grounds for removal from the gym this evening. We ask that you please respect all players, coaches, officials, and administrators. Please note, noisemakers, horns, bells, or whistles are prohibited and result in removal from the gym this evening at Drury. On behalf of all of us at Blue Devil Athletics, we thank you for your cooperation. And now let's meet tonight's starters. First for the visitors from Hoosac Valley, at guard, a junior, number 4, Bella Close. At guard, a freshman, number 13, Gianna Winnick. At forward, a sophomore, number 5, Genevieve Lugess. At forward, a senior, number 45, Izzy Tart. And at guard, a junior, number 21, Reagan Shea. Hoosac Valley is led by head coach John Frederick.
And there you see it.
Now let's meet the starters for your
Rick,
Drury.
one senior for Hoosac Valley starting. So there is, as you indicated,
One senior with limited experience.
Right, exactly.
At guard, a junior, number 14, Ashlyn Hayden. At center, a junior, number 13, Elise Daly. At guard, a junior, number 31, Delaney Hayden. And at guard, a senior, number 2, Megan McGrath. Jury's led by head coach Ian Downey, assisted by Colton Downey. Your officials tonight are Rich Butler, Todd Andrews, and Jason Klump. At this time, fans, we should you please rise, direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And we're just about finished with the pregame festivities, Rick, and nice crowd filing in here.
Yeah, they came in a little bit late, but
Yeah.
they filed it in. Those of you that are watching live on channel 1302, Northern Berkshire Community Television, welcome to Drury High School. Rick Boa, Tim Maury. Hoosac Valley always in their away reds with white numerals, white trim. Drury with their home whites and blue trim, blue and red trim. Put 8 minutes on the clock.
Who's it?
And we'll see how deep the two teams go, Tim.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, a little bit younger bench, a little bit more for Hoosac, a little more experienced bench, even though young for Drury. Three juniors, a freshman, and a senior for Drury. Only, as you mentioned, only Izzy Tart. Drury wins the tap. Delaney Hayden with the basketball to Bond.
And Hoosac Valley comes right out in a man-to-man, Rick.
Hayden's on baseline, gets shut off. And we got a foul. Grabbing on the arm. going to be on Bella Close. Her first, team's first. Good man-to-man pressure there for the Hurricanes on that first possession.
Yeah, they came right out in a man-to-man against this Blue Devil squad.
Here's McGrath looking to get the ball in play. Bounce pass intended for Ashlyn Hayden is out of bounds. Or stay with Drury.
And Drury having some difficulty getting that ball in.
Here's Bond. Shot from the right wing. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Hoosac Valley.
Yeah.
Izzy Tart with the basketball, brings it up herself.
And Tart, as we said the first broadcast, she's probably one of the top softball players in Western Massachusetts.
Here's the quarterback, just a freshman, Gianna Wittick. Nice bounce pass. And leading scorer, Shea, can't get it to fall. We got a tie-up as Meg McGrath
there, yeah.
comes away with it.
Close, a little bit shook up there, so that's going to go to Hoosac Valley on the possession arrow. And
official Todd Andrews just making sure that she can still go.
Yep.
Bella Close will put the ball in play for the Hurricanes. Tart with a shot up, no good.
No.
Rebounded by McGrath. And we got another foul called.
Yeah, Hoosac Valley coming out aggressively on the defensive end here. And it's going to be the second team foul on the Hurricanes. And
it's on Izzy Tart.
That's her first. But they're giving no quarter here early on.
Shot up, no good by Daly. Trying to get her own rebound, taken away by.
And there's a foul there.
Little reaching, and she fouls Reagan Shea. First for Drury, first on Daly. Just a little over a minute played, no score yet. Each team with a couple of possessions.
Wittick, just a freshman, running a .4 Hoosac Valley.
Shea, little spin. Goes up, can't get it to go. And it's going to be Drury basketball. Reagan was a little quiet in the first meeting, especially in the first half of that meeting.
Yeah, early on you can see that Hoosac Valley, with Shea averaging almost 50, a little over 14 points a game, they want her to get going early here. She's going to need to score for Hoosac Valley to stay in this one.
Hayden's shot goes up, no good. She hustles to get the steal.
And she does. Oh, that's a great
nice
entry
pass
pass.
into Daly, and Elise puts it in off the glass.
Beautiful entry pass there. Good look by Drury.
Ashlyn Hayden to Daly. Reagan Shea, step back, shot. Is good, a three.
That's a big shot for Hoosac Valley. And you can clearly see, Rick, that Hoosac Valley wants Shea to get off here.
And a turnover.
She's a scorer.
Drury look a little bit out of sync here offensively. And that's because of that man-to-man pressure by the Hurricanes. Close to Wittick. There's no hurry. Looking for a good shot. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Directing traffic is Jess. Wittick backs off, has nothing.
They find Shea there.
Wittick caught in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by, there's the shot clock. They're going to let it go as McGrath pulls it away. Gets it to Bond.
That was a good defensive set for the Blue Devils there.
Bond shot, back iron, a little strong. Daly fighting for it, but coming away.
Yeah,
This
that's
Tart.
Tart. Yeah, she's strong, Rick. Very strong.
A little slow start offensively, both days. But just stops, and Pop's going to be a little short.
That was partially deflected by Daly there.
Up to Daly. Gives it up. Meg McGrath with her first shot. No good, out of bounds. It's going to stay with Drury.
Both teams a little cold here to start this one, Rick. 3-2 Hoosac Valley.
Bella Close just couldn't control it and went off her hands. And Ashlyn Hayden will put the ball in play underneath her basket.
And Ava Gigello in for Hoosac, just an 8th grader, along with Kendall Morin. So, I'm sorry, with Peyton Crane. 2 8th graders now on the floor for Hoosac Valley.
Bond has nothing. Hayden's shot, no good.
Well, that's a young Hoosac Valley
Very,
squad
very
out
young.
there.
Shea with long shots. That's deflected too. But she gets a rebound and scores. Reagan Shea with all 5 of the points here. And Hoosac's got a 5-2 lead.
Much quicker start here for Shea in this one as opposed to the first
absolutely.
meeting.
Sure, absolutely. I didn't save the score sheet, but I'm pretty sure she didn't score in the first half.
I think you're right, Rick.
Bond to Shepard, off the glass and in.
Nice.
Addison Shepard
nice
just into
look
the
there.
game.
$5-4 Hoosac Valley here with under 4 to go in this first quarter.
Nice drive baseline, shut off, blocked by Shepard. Drury trying to push a little bit. Here comes Bond.
And they're going to call another foul there.
It was a touch foul, or it was going to be a travel when I heard the whistle. It was one or the other.
Right.
That's going to be the 4th team foul on Hoosac Valley and the 2nd on Genevieve Lajes.
Oh, that's a big foul.
She's got to come out with 3:33 left here in the first.
Right. Yep.
And that makes a big difference too because of her experience, even though a 10th grader. Shot is short. Trying to save it with Shepard, and it will be Hoosac Valley basketball. 5-4 Hoosac, 3:29 left here in the first. Low scoring game so far. Nora Wood, Drury Senior, getting ready to check in the game at the scorers table. Here's Shea.
And they're going to call that foul on
We got
the
a foul
outside.
on Ashlyn Hayden.
Calling it tight here,
Very,
Rick.
very tight. One of the tightest ones I've seen this year. Delaney Hayden's going to take a seat as Nora Wood comes in. That foul, of course, was on number 14, Ashlyn Hayden. Second team foul on the Devils. Bond on Whittick.
Gigello.
Whittick drives, has it taken away.
Oh, Whittick in there doing some heavy work.
We may have a timeout.
Yeah, fall on the floor here. So there was a timeout to Hoosac Valley.
Okay, I was thinking that's what happened, Tim. That Hoosac had possession before the tie-up and called timeout. 2:50 on the clock. Very low-scoring game. 5-4 Hoosac Valley. And I think, Tim, all Coach Frederick wants to do is kind of hang around, and he's
well,
doing
that's the key, Rick. They want to get off and hang around. They lead here 5-4 with 2:50 to go in this first quarter, and this game kind of starting off the same way the first game did. As Hoosac Valley had an early lead in the first quarter against Drury, but Drury's defense took over in the second quarter, and they came out with a big lead.
Yeah,
so
it might have been 10-8 after one Drury, if I'm not mistaken, but something like that.
And you want to stay tuned for halftime here because we're going to have an interview. We're lining up an interview with Drury boys head coach Jack Rossett. We should have a good time talking with him about his ball club, the status of the season here as they're reaching about the halfway point of the season, and he's having a fine season with the Drury Blue Devils. That'll be at halftime. And Hoosac Valley inbounds here.
Here's Gianna Whittick. Guarded by Boggs, try to go down on the screen. Trying to run a weave here, stolen by McGrath.
Good stay up there by McGrath. Good
Gets
defense.
It to Bond. Bounce pass, stolen away.
And here comes Whittick, and she's got a breakout.
They try to slow the ball down, and they do. Bond got back. But Whittick's going to reset with 2:18 on the clock.
Oh, nice give and go there. They're going to call it travel. That was a good call.
She got caught in between steps. Peyton Crane, the 8th grader. The future is bright for the Hoosac girls, though, because of their youth.
Extremely, as we pointed out on a number of occasions, this is extremely young Hoosac Valley squad.
Eva Moser, a senior in the game for the first time. They will not let Drury set up. Bond.
Yeah, they are really
we got a tie-up, and it's stay with Drury. Drury really struggling to get a good shot off.
And as you indicate, Rick, they want to hang around here as much as they can against this fine Drury ball club. Ball tipped away again.
Shepard recovers. Eva Moser with a turnaround shot, won't go. McGrath knocks it out. Drury very frustrated. Hoosac Valley's game plan is tough man-to-man defense to try to frustrate them, and they've been very successful this entire quarter. 1:35 left. Hoosac clinging to that 1-point lead at 5-4. Bond doing a pretty good job on Whittick. Here's Crane. Hoosac hasn't had a good shot off in a while either, Tim.
Right.
Here's a steal by McGrath.
And at some point, Hoosac's got to
She goes up,
look
no
at
good.
the basket. And again, they're going to call
got a foul on Meg
there.
McGrath. Just
yeah, I think a little bit of frustration. Right, Rick. A little bit of frustration.
That's Megan's first and third for Drury here in the first quarter. 1 minute left. Nice give and go, stolen away.
Again.
Here comes Moser. Shepard drives, puts it up, and goes. And
Score, it's going to count. Nice aggressive move there by Addison Shepard. And that's gives Drury the lead here. 6-5 in a low-scoring first quarter of action here at the Bucky Bullet Gymnasium.
Shepard's shot is off the backguard, no good. McGrath gives it up. Bond's going to take a long three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Moser goes up, a little hard, off the glass. Crane comes away with it. Stolen by Wood.
There's a turnover there.
Got to get it to a guard, and they finally get it to Ella Bond. Bond shot is up and in, off the glass.
Nice take there by Bond.
Her first basket of the night. 8-5 Drury.
And nothing goes there at the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action here in a low-scoring event.
Reagan Shea with that three and the two, the only scoring for Hoosac Valley in that first quarter.
So the score after one, it's Drury 8 and Hoosac Valley 5, Rick. And Hoosac Valley is going to need to find some scoring besides Reagan Shea. And, of course, the big story of that first quarter for Hoosac is Genevieve Legesse picked up a couple fouls, so she had to sit most of that.
Yeah, I think it was 3:33, 3:37, something like that when she sat. So we'll see what Coach Frederick does. If he starts his starters again. she's going to come out. She's on the bench ready to come out. But what Drury's going to do is try to get her to pick up her third foul, go towards her.
Right.
We'll see what happens. And you see, Tim, they're calling very tight tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of touchy fouls.
Yeah, early on. That's right. They called it tight, but Coach Frederick's going to roll the dice a little bit here. He's got to find some offense, and Genevieve Legesse, one of his more talented scorers. So she's going to come back on the court to start this second quarter as Drury leads it here, 8-5. And Hoosac Valley will have the ball first coming out of the break here.
So we got Nora Wood, Kira Vidal, Eva Moser, Ashlyn Hayden, and Addison Shepard. So you never know what Coach Downey's going to have on the floor.
And
Vidal could be a spark plug here.
And now Drury's in a 1-3-1 kind of sagging.
Shea gets shut off. Good long three.
And
Off the
she
glass
got it.
and in!
Oh, the bank is open. The bank is open, and we're tied at 8.
And we got a foul on Shea over the back.
And as I said, Rick, we done it. Hoosac's got to get a big game out of Shea to stay in this ball game, and so far they're getting it. She has got all the points for Hoosac Valley.
Ashlyn Hayden trying to put the ball in play for the Devils. On the floor.
It's a real tough action here.
Nora
The girls
Wood
are battling.
has it taken away.
Hoosac Valley looks to run.
Long three, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Shepard, and a foul. It's going to be on Jagello. Her first. Elise Daly coming in for Eva Moser. Nora Wood with the basketball to Daly. Nothing for Wood. And a travel.
Call a travel there. She got tied up. Some good defense there by Shea. Another turnover.
Nora Wood out. Delaney Hayden in.
And that's some of that depth we talked about with Drury.
He does have depth.
Coach Downey can go to his bench. Ball tipped away and turned over to Drury. They got a breakout.
Vidal all the way to the hoop, no good. Rebound, Delaney Hayden, and up and in. There to clean up. Her first bucket of the night.
And another steal there.
Three-pointers, in and out, no good. Rebound by Legesse, stolen away. Here comes Gianna Wittick on the gallop. Shot in the corner. It's good.
And that was
That's Eva Jagello.
Yep. Jagello with the three-pointer.
And Hoosac with a couple of threes take the 11-10 lead here, and Coach Downey wants to talk to his kids.
Well, you see it for Hoosac Valley, both teams playing hard. Hoosac Valley has come out man-to-man and really kind of come at Drury. They are not giving any room to Drury on the defensive end.
I think their goal, other than to win the ball game, was to stay close throughout. And it's a great game plan that Coach Frederick has drawn up for his kids. And they can knock down those shots, Tim. Hoosac Valley's always been a good three-point shooting team. And regardless of how young these kids are, and some of them are 8th graders, they're doing a great job.
Well, as we pointed out on several occasions, this is a young Hoosac Valley squad. Drury is a young squad, but Hoosac Valley's even younger.
Even younger, yeah. So Drury going with the two bigs with Shepard and Daly. And the Hayden twins and Kira Vidal.
Oh, boy.
Unforced error.
Yeah, unforced error there. Drury's got to get in sync here. As they trail it here, 11-10
Yeah, I
with
thought it was just
5:59.
jitters and adrenaline for both teams in the first quarter, but by now things should straighten out.
Yeah, you're right, Rick.
Hoosac with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Chikello, great ball handler. Just running a weave till they get a shot. Baseline.
Oh, nice pass there.
Stolen away. Another throwaway, another turnover. Drury doesn't look like the same team I've seen this year.
No.
At all, not even close.
A little bit out of sorts here. You don't know whether it's that aggressive Hoosac Valley defense that's telling us difference here. Now a little bit of a trap there by Drury. There's Shea with the jumper.
In and out. Rebound Daly, tied up. It'll be Drury basketball.
Yep. Good battle underneath there between Daly and Legess.
Shepard out, Bond in for Drury. 5:11 on the clock. 11 for Hoosac, 10 for Drury. Low scoring contest here at the Bucky Bullet Gym. Shot is up and
That's
good
a nice
by
play. That was
Hayden. That's
by
Ashlyn.
yeah.
That's her first bucket of the night. Good dribbling there by Shea. The chest goes up, no good. And we got a foul
And that's
on
good
Reagan
against
Shea.
Shea. And I think that's her second, Rick.
I believe it is. Yes, it is, Tim. So she's got to be kind of careful here, even though we're almost halfway through the second quarter.
Right. Not a lot of depth for Hoosac Valley, so they have to watch their foul situation.
Rydell loses the ball. It's tipped away. She gets it back. Ella Bond with a three.
Oh, that was
Won't
from
go.
way downtown, out of bounds, and goes over to Hoosac Valley. Now, Bond's been controlled. She had a big game the first time these two teams played, but she has been controlled here so far.
She has been so far. She had a big fourth quarter down in Cheshire. We got a block on Delaney Hayden. Only the first team foul for Drury here in the second quarter.
4:13 to go here in this first half. It's a 1-point Drury lead, 12-11. Whittick all the way to the basket.
Won't
Doesn't
go.
get to
Rebound
go.
Legess goes up and
Nice.
scores. Her first bucket of the night.
And that gives Hoosac the lead.
Delaney Hayden from the corner. Got it, a three.
Three-pointer for Hayden. That's a big shot for the Blue Devils.
Long pass over underneath. Legess up, no good. Rebound by Bond.
Good look. Good set there by Hoosac to locate Legess. And here comes Hayden.
Bond, top of the key. Front iron, no good. They're wide open though, Tim, so she's going to keep taking them.
She's getting good looks. And
Nothing-
she's a shooter.
Shot up is no good. Rebound by Bond. Vidal. Got it! It's
Oh,
a
that's a
three!
big one.
That's a big shot. 18-13, Drury. Shot is no good. And we got a foul on Vidal.
Yeah.
That's going to be her first team second as she fouls Reagan Shea. Meg McGrath comes in for Vidal. Gave Coach Downey some good minutes, Tim.
Yes, she did.
Good hustle.
Yeah.
Tried to do her best in slowing down Gianna Whittick.
And you want to stay tuned. And there's the Jess.
Gets shut off by Daly. Close to Shea. Nice reverse dribble there by Reagan. Goes down off the glass, no good. Rebound Daly. Drury trying to push. Hayden, baseline, no good. Fights for her own rebound and gets it back. McGrath bounce pass. Back to McGrath. Baseline, floater, no good but a foul.
Yeah, it's going to go to the line.
Good hard work there by the Lady Devils on that possession.
Minute 55 to go in this first half. And McGrath will go to the line for the Blue Devils and shoot a pair.
Big game for Meg McGrath down to a corner the other night. Hasn't scored in this ball game yet. Rolls around and out. She'll get a second one.
Well, the first foul shot of this ball game, Rick.
Addison Shepard missed one on an and
oh,
one,
that's
Tim.
right. That's right. On an and one. All right. And she
0
missed
for
them
2.
both. And here comes Shea. Looking against that pressure now. Drury in that 1-2-2 zone press. And they're trapping, but Shea's able to get away.
Shea. Yeah, absolutely. But stolen away by Bond. Ella on the gallop. Hayden from the corner. Back iron, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Nice box out there by Bella Close, making sure that no Devil could reach that basketball.
Right. So
1:29 left, 18-13 Drury.
And Drury trying to get their offense started with their defense. They're extending that pressing action now, trying to get something going here.
Tipped away. Yeah, Drury basketball. Getting frustrated a little bit here. That has turned it around just a little bit, Tim.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit better looks. Each team really struggling half-court offense.
Yeah.
In the entire ball game area.
Yes. And that's a problem.
Ashlyn Hayden goes up, left hand, no good. Daly, clean up and in.
Nice job.
Lise Daly with her second bucket here in the first half. 20-13, Drury. Double team. Here's LeJess on the drive, up and in. Nice and strong move by Genevieve.
Yeah, good reaction there by LeJess. Cuts that Drury lead to 5 now, 20-15 with 30
Step
seconds to
back
go.
by Bond.
No
back
go.
iron. Still can't buy one.
Here comes Hoosac.
Reagan Shea on the drive. Up no good, gets her own rebound. Boy, she can control that basketball very well. Gets it out to Whittick. Gianna's going to pop a 3. Back iron no good. Rebound by Delaney Hayden.
Yeah. Drury now can play for the last shot with 10 seconds to go here.
Shot at the buzzer.
The buzzer won't
they
go.
They didn't look for a good shot. Well, they were looking for a good shot. They couldn't get one. So we are at halftime here and at the Bucky Billet Gym. Drury with a slim 8-5 lead after one will take a 20-15 lead into the locker room. Just want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, that we shot High School Basketball Weekly here tonight live, and we will not have High School Basketball Weekly next week. So join us the week after, as Tim and I will be back. Some things going on at the studio next week. So we're very pleased to have with us Drury boys coach Jack Brissett.
Absolutely delighted to have Coach Jack Brissett here in the booth with us. Coach, congratulations so far on a great season. I know you had a tough one the other night down in Pittsfield. That's a solid squad.
Yeah, I mean, we went down there. We were around in the third quarter. We didn't play well, and our youth started to show a little bit, and their physicality kind of took over. But good experience for us. Good experience.
You know, we said that in the pregame. You want to win every game, but I know deep in your heart, that's great experience for this young squad of yours as you go down the line, especially when it comes to tournament time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm thrilled to be back in the North. I wanted it,
Yes.
and and a lot of people complain about it at times, like, we can't compete or what. It's okay. Like, it's only making you better, and I love to play Wacona twice, Hoosac twice.
Oh.
I mean, you beat them once, and then you got to come back. We got the Conic tomorrow night. They're going to come up. They're not going to be happy that we beat them at their place.
No.
So you just start those rivalries all over again.
I can tell you, having worked with a couple folks from Dalton, Wacona's definitely got January 30th circled the return game when you go down to Wacona. That should be a great atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we played really well in the fourth quarter up here, and we were down 6, and we went on a nice little run. And it's tough to go on the road and win high school basketball.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for as long as I've coached. So yeah, I'm sure they got it marked off, and we'll go down there and give it our best shot and move on.
As you always do. And you're getting, you look at your squad, and we talked about at High School Basketball Week, we talked about your youth in that game with Pittsfield. You're such a young team. Really, you really look at your squad, it's a young team.
Yeah, I mean, I said it to the Eagle the other day. I mean, we started freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior.
Absolutely.
I mean, and Henkel is really our glue.
Yeah.
I
thought he played outstanding at Pittsfield.
He did. He really showed his physicality, and we're talking about it in practice to try to teach those younger kids how important it is to do the little things, right?
Yes.
Henkel doesn't, fill the stat lines with 20 and 20, but he's guarding the toughest player. He's physical, and we got to get our young kids there by the end, or it will be tough when you get 1-game eliminations.
Right. It's also becoming clear, it doesn't take long for teams to adjust. I mean, you've got really one of the best scorers in Western, in my opinion, in Western Mass, in Jorge Bond. But teams they're gonna throw everything they can at him. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. He puts in a lot of work in the off season, and it shows. But you can see what Pittsfield did to him. They that quickness and that physicality, and if we're not rebounding and getting out and running, and they can find us, that's where we struggle. But when we can rebound and get out and run, those younger kids, the Fosher, the Bullets, the Durants, they really thrive on that. If we get in a grind out half court, we're in trouble in those type of games. And I know, I'm not giving our secret away to teams. They know what they need to do.
Right.
If they can slow us down and guard Bond, we struggle to score. So we'll get better at it, but our key is defense and rebounding. We do those 2 things good, you're going to be in every game.
Yeah, and so far, the game we did up here against Hoosac Valley, I thought your defense was exceptional in that game. I mean, people talked about that Hoosac Valley didn't shoot well in that game, but I thought the defense that you threw at them really contributed to that great.
Yeah, I mean, we really walled up on Bradley and Wicks when they were driving to the basket, and our length with Fosher and Bullet. Yeah. Those guys are long, so when they kick it out and we're running at the 3-point shooter, that's tough to stop. We did play good, but again, we haven't played really 32 minutes yet, and that's something you got to do as you get further down the line. We played 16 and then kind of cruised along, and you're gonna get beat if you do that.
Yeah, that also is true. I mean, right now you're about halfway through the season, and you pointed out, it doesn't get any easier. You've got Wacona again down at Wacona. You got Hoosac Valley back there at Hoosac Valley. Those are all.
Got Wacona at Wacona, Hoosac at Hoosac. Monument comes here. Like it's a grind, and we talk about it. Right. You got to stay healthy.
Yes.
And you got to be better at the end.
Right.
And those games will make us better. We got off to a good start, which is great, but nobody's going to remember who won the first game of the year. They're going to know who won the last game.
And I got to say, and I know you've preached this for a couple of years about trying to get the Berkshires back together And I can't tell you the how enthusiastic people are. I know, I think the kids like it. I know the fans love it, Coach. I mean, they really do. To see these two teams play, to see you guys play Wacona twice, Hoosac twice, Pittsfield twice, Monument. It's just been great.
Yeah, and I think, you look in the stands and, we bring a good crowd.
Yes.
We had a good following down to Pittsfield. We didn't give them a very good show, but, I mean, you look at their faithful were there.
Right.
It's a good crowd on a Tuesday in
Yes,
the middle
it
of
was.
Pittsfield. We used to drive over to Mar on a Tuesday night. If there was 85 people in the gym, it was, wow, look at all the people here to see us. And 30 of them were from North Adams.
I know.
It's just a different feeling. And when we go down to Wacona and when we go to Hoosac, those are tournament atmosphere games. And that's what I tell our kids. That's why you want to play in the league like this, and you'll get better from it.
Yeah, you certainly do. I mean, you indicated, I know you said early on in the year, just get me 10 wins. Get me 10 wins with this schedule that you're playing. It's going to really bode well. You want to get into the dance at the end with the competition that you played in. And it looks like you're going to get more than 10 wins the way it's going. And with this competition, it should hold you in good stead when it comes to tournament time.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to take care of business day in and day out, and try to put ourselves in a good position. We were talking about it today. Every game's important. When we've made deep runs, it's because we've played at home. There's nothing better than playing at home in a tournament game. You don't take that bus trip. You're in the gym. You can shoot around. Like, you just have a really good vibe. That team that gets off the bus is, it's just a different feeling. So we talk about that a lot. And, getting home court is by winning games.
Right. The other thing I wanted to comment on, the main cog here, scoring-wise, Jorge Bond, he's having a tremendous season. But, when you watch his game, he does so much for you besides scoring.
Yeah, I mean, he's double-double almost every night with the rebounding.
Right.
And, again, we talked to him about really being the next level player and, really start to get 10 assists.
Right.
10 assists, 10 rebounds, 25 points, 20 points, because that will make us better. Because if they're keying on them and we can't find other guys to score, we'll find ourselves in trouble somewhere.
Right. Well, Coach, I want to thank you for coming up, taking some time out of your schedule to join us here for this live broadcast. And, of course, wish you guys the best of luck going down the season. We'll see you. Certainly at least one more game up at Hoosac Valley. That should be a dandy, but and as well as tournament action we'll be covering.
Yeah, well, I know the community really appreciates you. People who can't get out the games, you guys do a great job, and I know the kids really love it. They can see themselves hear the game a couple days later, and it's just a great atmosphere. So we appreciate you guys.
Well, thanks an awful lot, Coach. Best of luck.
Take care.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. That's head coach Jack Reset of the Drury Blue Devils. We're here at halftime in this girls matchup between the Drury Blue Devils and the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes with Drury on top here, 2015, Rick.
And I've got some scoring, and first of all, for the visitors from Hoosac Valley, Reagan Shea, who did not score in the first half of the first meeting, scored 8 points. She scored the first 5 of the ball game. She got a couple of threes and a 2-pointer for 8. Genevieve Lejesk got going late in the second quarter. She's got 4. And Ava Jagello has a 3-pointer for 3. For Drury, they got scoring pretty much up and down. Delaney Hayden with 5. Addison Shepard and Elise Daly with 4. Kira Vidal with a big 3 there late in the second quarter. And 2 apiece for Ella Bond and Ashlyn Hayden for their 20. So shooting percentage, we don't keep the stats, but the shooting percentage is down for sure. Ella Bond with several open threes that she hasn't nailed yet. She will. She'll hit something here in the second half, I'm sure. But Hoosac Valley kind of has all they had to do was stick around. You want to be in the ball game. You want to be down by double digits, and they're only down 20-15 as we get ready for second half action. And the Drury starters are coming out as well as the Hoosac Valley starters. Eight minutes on the clock, and here we go. There's a tie-up already.
And it's
as
going to
Whittick
go to
gets tied
Drury.
up with Delaney Hayden.
Yeah, it's important, I think, for Hoosac Valley to come out here fast here to start this second half. They want to stay close here to Drury.
Bond underneath. Nice dish off from Hayden to Hayden. It didn't go. And Delaney knocked the ball back in, but she was standing out of bounds. She was standing on the Drury side down there. So
nice offensive set there by the Blue Devils. He had a good shot, didn't convert it.
A little bit of pressure here.
And Shea works it up.
Nice pass underneath. Won't go. Tapped up and rebounded by Hayden. Here comes Ashland.
Hoosac Valley had a good look there. So both teams have had some good looks.
Long bomb by Band is good. There's the one I said she was going to get.
Yep.
She got earlier than I even expected. And a turnover. Give it back to the Blue Devils.
Drury now with an 8-point lead. It's dangerous time here for Hoosac Valley. They want to try to hang in here. They don't want Drury to slip away.
Daly down low. Goes up and is fouled.
That's going to get 2 shots out of it, too.
She probably got fouled by the smallest player on the on the floor. And it was on Gianna Whittick. Smallest kid and probably the tallest young lady on the floor. First one is nothing but net for Elise Daly. Hoosac did not go to the free throw line in the first half, and Drury was 0 for 3, Tim. Second one rolls around, no good. LeJess comes away with the rebound. Here comes Reagan Shea, gets over the timeline. All the way to the hoop. Shot is up and in. She did that all by herself. Reagan Shea continues to be hot.
Yeah, she's having quite a night. She's got 10 points now for Hoosac Valley. 24-17. And a steal.
Steal by Shea. Here she comes. Reagan all the way. Stops and pops. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Meg McGrath.
And a tie-up.
It's going to stay with Hoosac Valley.
Yeah. Good hustle there by Shea.
As usual, a lot of jump balls with girls basketball.
Yeah.
They saved a lot of time years ago, Tim, when they went to the when they went to the possession arrow.
There's Whittick.
Into the corner. Tart with the basketball. Good defense there by Ashlyn Hayden.
And a possession arrow go. They've got a tie-up.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be a foul or not, Tim. It was going to be a foul on Meg McGrath. It was going to be a tie-up.
So it goes back to Drury on the possession arrow here. 24-17. Drury with 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter.
Bond from the corner. Shot no good. Rebound by Daly. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Hayden, and she's fouled. I think that's in the act of shooting, or it should be.
It's going to go against LeJess, and that's her third foul.
This will put Ashlyn Hayden to the line.
A little bit of foul trouble now for Hoosac Valley.
Nothing but net on the first one. Ashlyn, defensive specialist.
Yep.
Got them
Rolls
both.
on both.
Drury 3 for 3 this half and 0 for 3 in the first half. Reagan Shea is fouled on the end line there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see her down there.
It's on Elise Daly, her second. Shea, nice spin, move up, no good. McGrath fighting for the ball, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Hoosac.
All right, good hustle by McGrath there.
Reagan Shea is a much better dribbler than I even gave her credit for. Long three is good. Izzy Tart knocks down a three, her first basket of the night. 26-20. Boy, those threes can get you right back in the game early.
And
that's four.
That's a big foul there.
That's 4.
And that's 4 on LaJess, and she's going to have to sit down here with 5:12 to go in this third quarter. That's a huge foul.
Ava Jagello's going to come in now.
Yep. That's a big loss there for Hoosac Valley here.
It's your second leading scorer, and certainly a solid member of this team and a leader. Hayden shot us up. No good, but she's fouled. Couldn't get it to go. Ashley will go right back to the line. 5:10 on the clock. 26-20 Drury. It's been a really good one so far.
Yes, it has. Both teams playing real hard, competing.
A little too hard on that one. She'll get another. 3 for 7 from the line for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they have not been real sharp from the line tonight so far.
1 out of 2.
He gets that one.
27-20. Shea dribbles through 3 girls all the way underneath, lays it up and in.
Pass. Very unselfish.
And a good timeout here called by Coach Frederick as Izzy Tar.
And she's got 5 points now.
All in this quarter, Tim.
Yep. Yeah, Hoosac Valley, Rick, when Drury starts to get a little bit of a lead, Hoosac Valley comes back. Drury had a 9-point lead on 2 occasions, and Hoosac Valley's answered to stay in it here with 4:55 to go. That was a great interview with Coach Jack Rossett at halftime, Rick, and he has echoed, he is so happy that the realignment of the leagues with the Berkshire County teams playing each other more and really within Berkshire County, he has been such a big advocate of that, and I know the fans love it as well.
Well, they wanted to put him years ago when they had the North and South in the South.
Right.
And he wanted to stay in the North, and he always got his wish. Then they broke it up about 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
Now they're back to it, as you said. And so when you play a couple D3 teams like PHS and Taconic,
right,
and a couple D4 teams like Monument Mountain and Wacona, you're going to get you're just helping your kids get stronger by tough competition, real good basketball. And then when you get in the states, it's just a little bit easier for you.
Yep.
Drury with the basketball and a 5-point lead with a little under 5 to go here in the third quarter.
And McGrath running the offense for the Blue Devils.
Daly's shot, no good. Rebound, left
Weak side
alone.
rebound,
Is in by
scores.
Delaney Hayden, left on alone, not boxed out. She's got 7 tonight.
And they've got Whittick trapped there, and I'm going to call a foul.
A foul on McGrath.
Yeah, that's a bailout there.
They were about to get the ball, too.
Right.
That's going to be 2 on McGrath and 2 on Drury this quarter as Daly goes out and Shepard comes in.
And Hoosac Valley inbounds the ball here. 4:27 to go in this third quarter. And the big news is Genevieve LaJess for Hoosac Valley sitting down with.
Oh, nice inbounds pass to Gianna Whittick. Knocked away by Drury.
And stays with the Hurricanes here.
That basketball is always in good hands with Whittick and Shea, Tim. They are excellent ball handlers.
Breakout.
Battle for the ball on the floor.
Oh, they are hustling here. And they come away with it.
Shepard. And a foul as
there.
McGrath gets fouled on the layup. Who's going to get that hot potato?
Boy, there were young ladies all over the floor here. They are playing hard.
You want to play basketball for these two coaches, you better be on the floor going for a ball.
Yeah.
That's second on Gianna Wittick. And the 5th team foul. So Drury will be at the line for the next 4 minutes on any foul. Meg McGrath's a little bit short on her first one. She's 0 for 3 tonight from the line. She'll get another one. She's scoreless. Trying to get in the scoring column here. She's done everything else, Tim, as I alluded to in the pregame.
Oh,
0
in and out. Boy,
0 for 2 again.
Here comes Tart.
Stolen away.
And there goes McGrath.
All the way, lays it up and in.
There you go.
She makes the scoring column that way. 31-22, back to a 9-point Drury lead.
Tart up and under. And
she's
going to
fouled.
go to the line. Oh.
5 team fouls for Hoosac. 3 now for Drury. That one's on Addison Shepard, her first.
Yep.
This is going to be the first free throw by a Hoosac Valley Hurricane tonight, Tim.
Yes.
As Izzy Tart will get 2. And nothing but that on the first one.
Nice form there by Tart. She's got 6 points now.
State champion last year with the Hurricanes.
And as I said, she is one of the finest softball players in Western Massachusetts.
She's given them a nice 7 points tonight, Tim.
Yeah. And it's a 7-point Drury lead. Ball on the floor, tied up. And going to go to Hoosac Valley, I think, on the deflection. Oh, I don't know about that. I think they kind of missed that one, but stays with Drury.
Shepard drives, and she's fouled. She had it in her mind all the way, Tim, to go to the hoop with her right hand.
She's going to go to the line. And she rattles the first one in.
Drury is 5 for 11. And she got them both on the roll.
Yep.
She's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. 33-24, back to 9 again.
And Shea now.
Guarded by McGrath.
Thought about it for a minute.
She did, Tim. Hoosac Valley in that weave offense.
And there's 10 on the shot clock now.
Long bomb. No
Does
good.
not go. The
Shot
putback.
up, no good. Rebound by Bond.
And here comes Drury. They're looking to run it. They've got numbers.
Shot no good. Shot up no good by Shepard.
And
Here comes Shea using her left hand. Boy, she's fast and she's fouled.
Yep.
That's another one on McGrath. Just a little over aggressive.
Yeah,
she
a little
plays
bit.
such hard defense.
Yes, she does.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on Megan McGrath.
And she's going to stay out there.
Delaney Hayden is going to take a breather here at the 2:45 mark. Nora Wood in the game.
Oh, nice steal there by McGrath.
Lays it up and in. Beautiful steal.
She gets rewarded. And another steal by McGrath. She is.
Nora Wood. No good. She's been off lately. Doesn't look like the same shooter that we saw in the last couple of years, Tim.
Right.
And I think it's minutes on the floor.
Right. And Drury now trying to break this one open. They got the 11-point lead with 2:23 to go in this 3rd quarter.
Shot is short, going to go out of bounds, and it's not deflected, and it's going to be Drury basketball. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate watching the work that Reagan Shea's doing out there as the leader of this team, and she's so unselfish too. She's not going to take anything that isn't there.
Right.
Bond, no good. Gianna Whittick gets.
And that's going to put her at the line. That's a 15 foul
that's
there.
going to be on Shepard.
Yeah, she's going to go to the line with 1:52 to go here in this third quarter.
.152 left in the third.
I want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of tonight's high school basketball action here from Drury High School between Hoosac Valley and Drury.
A little too harsh. She'll get a second one.
They haven't been to the line much. That was only their third foul shot.
And she got the roll that time. That's her first point tonight, Tim.
Yeah. She's been quiet. 35-25. Drury. That's a 10-point lead for the Blue Devils. 1:40 to go in this third quarter.
McGrath loses it out of bounds, but it's knocked off a Hurricane. 1:33 left as Elabon will take a seat. And for the first time this half, Kira Vidal is back in. She'll run, she'll be at a guard spot.
Oh, that's an offensive foul there on the pick. Yeah, player control. Yeah, player control. We go back to Hoosac Valley there, kind of right in front of the ref. And the turnover goes over to Drury.
That little bit of pressure has made the difference, I think, a little bit, Tim.
Yep.
You see what Drury can do in half-court offense here.
And they're going to call a foul on the outside against Whittick.
That'll put McGrath to the line.
Yep. And I think that's the third for Whittick. It is.
Meg McGrath looking to make her first free throw. She is 0 for 4 so far, but she'll get 2 more.
Got 4 points on the night. Some good hard defense by McGrath.
Gianna Wick's third personal foul. There we go. McGrath with 5 hard-earned points tonight. Addie Shepard takes a seat as Eva Mosier comes in for the last 1:17 of this quarter. And she drains them both. 12-point Drury lead. Shot from the corner. Up. And she got the roll. Let's see if that can get him rolling here.
That's a three-pointer.
Is he close with her first basket of the night?
It's a three-pointer. And it's back under 10 again. Down the lane, nice move.
Nice floater by Wood. Nora gets the scoring column.
Yep. Nice move there by Wood. 40 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Shea down the lane with a left-hander.
Oh, in and out, but she's fouled. Almost got the N1, Tim.
With that strong left hand. Nice job there by Shea. She went over to the left hand.
Actually got spin on that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yep. Run on the line and shoot a pair.
th point for Reagan Shea, the outstanding junior for Hoosac Valley. And she got them both.
rolling in. She's got 12 points to lead all scorers in this ball game. And a nice game. Vidal.
Shea doing a real nice job defensively. Knocked away.
Oh, stays with Drury.
Good job by Jagello
Yeah.
there, knocking the ball away.
Yeah, the 8th grader.
1 second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. Eva Moser. Dish up, no good.
Blocked.
There's a block. Yeah, here comes Whittick. Gianna on the gallop. All the way
Down the
with
lane.
a floater.
Doesn't go. And it goes
the
over
other-
to Drury.
Just to see if Drury can get that last shot off, which is sometimes so hard for a
Yeah.
club to do.
Well, they're going to get a shot at it, I think.
Turnaround shot is no good. Eva Moser looking for a foul, didn't get a call there, but did get the shot off. But that'll do it for 3 quarters here. It has started so slow, Tim. 8-5 Drury after
Right.
one as both teams came over with some jitters and some adrenaline flowing, and the shots just weren't falling. And 20-15, they opened it up a little bit. Drury scored 19, and Hoosac Valley 15 in that quarter.
Yeah, and as we've pointed out several times during the course of the ball game, Rick, just when Drury looks like they're going to separate and really take control of this game, Hoosac Valley gets a big shot. In this case, it was Isabella Close with a 3-pointer that rattled in there to cut that Drury lead down to 9 points. So it gets up to double digits, and Hoosac Valley has been managed to hang around here. They trail by 9 to Drury 39-30, and of course, the story in that third quarter was Genevieve LeJess picking up her 4th foul. She had to sit most of that fourth quarter. That's a big loss. Not a lot of depth for Hoosac Valley.
No, and they'll need her the entire quarter as long as she can stay foul free. One of the key things I'm looking at my scoring sheet, Tim, is that Drury, let me see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 2-point field goals.
Right.
And Hoosac Valley only 5 in the whole ball game.
Right.
Hoosac has lived by the 3. That's kept them right in the ball game.
Yes. Yep.
Still down 9, but still in it. 5-3 in favor of Hoosac Valley. Hoosac with the basketball. Reagan Shea will put it in play. And here we go. 8 more minutes to go in this one.
And there is Whittick on the outside with Vidal on her, doing a nice job defensively. Shea with the floater. Scores
Off the glass again. The
Reagan
shooting percentage
Shea.
is very, very good.
And she's got 14 points on the night. Reagan Shea with a nice offensive performance. 7-point Drury lead.
Eva Moser
Yep,
goes
but
up. We can't get it to
doesn't
go.
And Tart. Oh, what a pass there by Whittick.
Long 3 is no good. Rebound Hoosac Valley.
Tart thought about it for a minute. There's another one. Doesn't go.
Nice box out there by Vidal. Gets it to McGrath.
McGrath's going to take it all the way. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul there on the trail official.
Well, I'm looking at her dad in the stands, wondering what he's thinking. He's a referee.
Right. On the trail. Oh, Hoosac Valley inbounds it. And here comes Whittick, and she finds Tart ahead. The shot
no
doesn't
good.
go. There's Shea. Whittick.
Whittick, long shot is no good. Rebound is going to go to McGrath.
Hoosac Valley has had its chances here. And here comes
Vidal's going to
Vidal,
slow it down
right.
a little bit. She's going to reset now. It's
Ball
tipped
knocked
away.
away. Yeah, knocked away there.
10 on the shot clock.
Oh, they're letting a lot of contact go here. There's a foul. 6:18 to go here in this ball game. It's a 7-point Drury lead, 39-32. But boy, I'll tell you, Hoosac Valley is really playing hard. And they're making it difficult for Drury in every possession.
In with Bond and in with Delaney Hayden.
Interesting question. How long LeJess is going to stay on the bench for Hoosac Valley here?
Hayden. Nice give and go and a foul.
Yeah, she held there. That's going to go against Jagello for Hoosac Valley.
That's her third. And second for Hoosac Valley here in the fourth quarter.
6:07 to go in the ball game.
Ella Bond will put the ball in play.
Oh, that could have been a backcourt. Yeah. Well, they're going to call it travel, but that was a kind of missed that.
Drury looking out of sync like they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, very true, Rick. Yeah. Very true. So
39-32, 6:04 left in the ball game. Gianna Wittick.
Thought about it.
Here's Shea. Doesn't have anything.
Thought about it. There's a long three.
Bomb.
Bang! Oh, that's a big one.
Getting her team right back in the ball game, Tim.
Reagan Shea from another area code with a big three-pointer, and Drury's going to call a timeout, Rick. As Hoosac Valley has clawed its way back into this ball game. They trail by 4, 39-35 with 5:33 to go in this ball game.
Yeah, 5-0 run here in the fourth quarter.
And of course, what do you expect, right? When these two teams tangle.
Anything can happen at any time. I mean, the 55-30 win that Drury had in Cheshire was a closer game than that, too.
Yeah.
That got opened up towards the very end of the game. But that's what's so exciting about when you play teams home and home, Tim.
Yes.
It's usually never identical games.
Yes.
Very, very rarely. Yeah, Drury had a 39-30 lead, and Hoosac with the first 5 points here. I've got Reagan Shea unofficially for 18 points. And I think she had maybe 12 in the first game, and it was mostly all in the second half.
That's right.
Drury's out with their starters.
Yeah, Drury's going to come back with their starters. And they have the ball.
It's stolen away. Here comes Wittick.
She backs out. Good defense there. Oh, they find on the
underneath,
baseline.
And score! Is he close? Isabella close?
Yeah, we got ourselves a ball game here. It's a 2-point game. Drury by 2, 39-37. Ball knocked loose. It's Wittick. McGrath thought about it.
Hayden, long three. Won't go.
Doesn't
Rebound.
go.
Knocked out of bounds.
On a rebound.
Just stay with the Hurricanes. 7-0 run here in the fourth quarter for the Lady Canes.
And more impressively, Rick, Hoosac Valley has done this with LeJess on the bench for most of this second half.
Yeah, this has been incredible.
Wittick. Step back. Doesn't go. And Drury with the rebound. Big rebound there. Ball stolen away.
Here's Shea. Lays it up and in.
And we're tied at 39 apiece. Reagan Shea having a big, big night for the Hurricanes.
Nothing for McGrath. Hayden goes up, and she's fouled.
Yep. And they're going to call a foul. I believe that'll go against Shea.
39 apiece, 9-0 run.
Whoa.
9-0 here in the fourth quarter. Hoosac Valley.
And Hayden going to go to the line there, and she's going to shoot a pair for the Blue Devils. And she gets it. .423 to go in the ball game, and checking into the game is Genevieve Legesse, she's been sat on the bench a long time in the second half. But she's back on the floor. And
2 big free throws by Hayden gives Drury a 41-39 lead.
yeah, she's 5 for 6 from the line unofficially, Rick. Nice job. And here's Shea. Thought about it for a minute. And there she goes again. We're tied at 41. What a huge
Single-handedly, Reagan Shea.
She can score, no question about that. Comes in this game averaging better than 14 points a game for Hoosac Valley. We're tied at 41.
Elabon, long three. Got it!
Big shot there by Bond.
Her second three here in the second half. Baseline jumper. It's good!
Tart.
Everybody knocking them down is Izzy Tart. Comes up with another hoop.
We're back to a 1-point ball game. And a foul there by Whittick.
That's going to be the fourth. That's going to be big because Drury only has one, Tim.
And now Whittick has 4 team fouls. 4 fouls on Whittick. So she's got 4. Legesse has 4. With 3:21 to go in the ball game, it's a 1-point Drury lead.
Nobody's moving. There's nobody to throw to. Hayden from the corner. Back iron, no good. Rebound by McGrath. Bond, take another one. That one won't go. Rebound Drury. Underneath.
Nice pass.
Won't go. But Daly will go to the line.
Yeah, Tart on the foul. Boy, that was a beautiful look there and an entry pass into Daly. She's going to go to the line and shoot a pair for the Blue Devils with 2:55 to go, Rick.
Got the first one. She's 2 for 2 tonight. She'll get another.
Gets them both. Some clutch foul shooting here.
7 points for Elise Daly. Reagan Shea on fire here for the Hurricanes here in the second half.
Look at Whittick with a long one. Doesn't go. And there's a cleanup by Legesse, but the shot was blocked. Here come numbers for Drury.
Won't go.
And Tart.
Stolen away by Delaney Hayden. McGrath from the corner. Won't go. Rebound by Legesse. Here comes Shea. Long bomb. No good. She gets her own rebound. Nobody boxes her out. Oh, my goodness gracious. Here comes Delaney. Gets it to Daly. McGrath goes up and scores.
McGrath.
48-43.
Drury with the 5-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
Stolen away.
Stolen away. A big steal there. Here comes on the lane. Score. And one.
Drury doing what they have to do.
Ella Bond.
After the game was tied.
Coast to coast. And they opened up a 7-point lead at 1:43 to go in the ball game. Drury's going to call a timeout.
What a difference, Tim.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Valley with the first 9 points of the quarter tied the game at 39, and then Drury went on a little bit of a run themselves. Give both teams so much credit. I got the utmost respect for both of these clubs.
Right. I'll tell you, Rick, this is always. If you didn't come here, you're missing a good one. If you're watching at home, it's been a dandy, as these two rivals have really put out an all-out effort in this ball game for both squads. And
I mean, we could sit down at the end of this game and dissect it, Tim, once we had enough time to dissect it. But I got to tell you, for Hoosac Valley, with Genevieve Legesse being pretty much a non-factor with a couple of hoops, in the first half, late in the second quarter,
Right.
in foul trouble. They've done an incredible job with their younger kids. And what a performance Reagan Chase put on here tonight with girls draped all over her.
Right.
And the job that Gianna Wittick's done running the point has been phenomenal. And the same thing with Drury. They've got a few kids that they're just a true team, you know?
Yes.
Both squads are like that. Some great individual efforts. Meg McGrath with some incredible steals and layups, and just the overall hustle. Ella Bond with knocking down a couple of big threes and a big hoop right there, and she'll try to make it a three-point play here.
Yeah, unofficially, I have Reagan Shea with 21 points on the night for the Hurricanes. Bond has 10.
Back iron, no good.
And I'm going to call block on the side.
Yeah, it is. It's a block. It's on Delaney Hayden. That's for the second team foul.
Didn't square up there.
That's her second personal foul. No problem there. Only Megan McGrath has 3 personal fouls for Drury. Gianna Wittick playing with 4, and Genevieve LaJust playing with 4. And they're going to say deflected.
Right. Well, there's uncertainty there. They got a deflection.
They'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I think it's coming down the other way.
Yeah. So we'll see. You'll stay. Yeah.
Okay, we'll stay.
Yeah.
Well, wrong again. That's why I don't gamble.
Minute 34 to go. It's a 7-point Drury lead here with Hoosac Valley in the possession.
Bella Close will put the ball in play.
They go down to the
LaJust
chest
down
on
low.
the box.
Won't go. Rebound by Daly. Gets it to a guard. 1:23 left as Elabon brings the ball up. Drury's going to run a little clock here, I'm sure. Hayden from the corner. Won't go.
No.
Rebound Drury.
But Drury gets the rebound.
Shot no good. Rebounded by
Here comes
LaJess. Here comes
Under
Genevieve.
a minute to go.
50-43 Drury. Shot is up and no good. Bond with a rebound.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul here. The Drury was content to just run the clock down. And
Coach Downey's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, that's a good timeout here with 37 seconds to go in this ball game. They don't need to score any more points, really, Rick. It's a 3-possession game with 37 seconds to go. They're going to go to the foul line, and for Hoosac Valley, they're going to have to do some fouling here, but they're in foul trouble, so it's going to be an interesting whether it'll go an offense or defensive situation for Hoosac Valley and Coach Frederick.
Yeah, he's going to have to go that way. Time is not on their side for sure. And as you said earlier, Tim, I'd also like to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television, and in particular, all the hard work that Executive Director Matt Tucker does to make this broadcast possible live in our viewing area, channel 1302 on Spectrum Cable, Northern Berkshire Community Television.
Well, from here, Rick, Drury's has two away games against Pioneer and Monument Mountain. They come back home on January 22nd to play Greylock. They've got some big games coming up. They finished the season. Again, it'll be very interesting. They finished the season at Frontier on February 9th.
I think, they take it one game at a time too, but I know they want Pope Francis back here again. McGrath goes up and scores!
And that should about do it here. We're under 20 seconds to go.
She gave up the 3.
And they're going to go down to the box. It was a Valley.
Wittick tied up on the sideline.
And that's going to do it.
That's it.
And Drury is going to win this one 52-43 over a very determined and game Hoosac Valley squad.
Very impressive.
Wow, I'll tell you, this was a heck of a game.
Tim, you're gonna have to help me here. Well, there she is. Was Reagan Shea in the ball game at the end?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. She was in there. And it was a heck of a ball game here.
We'll try to get a. Coach Downey is always happy to come up and talk to us. So I'm sure he'd like to join us. And I'll take a couple of seconds here just to total some scoring up.
Unofficially, Rick, for Hoosac Valley, I had the leading scorer in this ball game, Reagan Shea. What an effort by the junior. I had her unofficially with 21 points, and she had a huge game. She had a bit of a disappointing game down at Hoosac Valley when these two teams met in December. But, boy, she made up for it tonight. She was a real leader on the floor for Hoosac Valley in this one.
Do you have 21?
Yeah, I had 21.
Same here.
Izzy Tart.
I had her for 9.
I had for 9. She had a big effort for Hoosac Valley. Isabella Close had 5. I'm sorry. Genevieve LeJess, who was in foul trouble most of this ball game, she finished with 4. Ava Jagello, the 8th grader, had 3. And that's a scoring for Hoosac Valley.
For Drury, unofficially, of course, I have Megan McGrath with 10 second-half points, Tim.
Yep.
Leading the way, along with Ella Bond, also with 10. And here we go with what I said earlier several times.
Right.
7 apiece for Delaney Hayden, Ashlyn Hayden, and Elise Daly. 6 for Addison Shepard. 3 for Kara Vidal, and 2 for Nora Wood.
And I'll tell you, she was held down, scoring-wise in the first half. But Megan McGrath does so much for Drury here in this one. And she had a huge, huge second half for the Lady Blue Devils.
Ella Bond with a couple of big threes in the second half for Hoosac Valley.
Yep.
Tim, if you didn't live in Lee, I'd say you could run against Jen Maxey maybe in 2 years here. Everybody going by knows you.
Well,
I've had people actually tell me in stores, "Hey, you're the basketball guy." So we are seen out there somewhere.
Somebody's watching us, right? But yeah, these two teams get together. My player of the game, Rick, I'll tell you, my player of the game here for Hoosac Valley, obviously Reagan Shea, but for the Drury Blue Devils, I'm going to say that Megan McGrath,
me too,
the senior, she had a tough defensive assignment all night long, and she really, really asserted herself in that second half. And I'd like to see if we could get a few words with the senior Megan McGrath because she really, I thought, was the difference, especially in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this ball game.
Absolutely, she just she played a great second half. She doesn't go unnoticed. She's like Gianna Whittick. I mean, you didn't realize Gianna Whittick had 1 free throw all night long because she controlled the tempo of the game and the basketball for her team.
Right.
And Meg McGrath was the same way too. Same thing.
Yep. So hopefully I'm gonna cut away here for a minute, Rick, and see if we can round up Megan McGrath here for a second and have her come up here. Hold on 1 second.
The part about doing the games live is that we don't break for commercials. But if you just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, as they traditionally do, the kids usually go in the locker room for a few minutes and then they come out, and we'll grab them as they come out. And hopefully Ian Downey will be cordial enough to spend some time. I know he was already talking to the media and wants to go in and talk to his team. So if you bear with us just a couple of minutes, they should be out here very shortly.
Well, Rick, that's what you expect here when these two rivals get together. There's a long history here. They've had some great great battles over the year, and Hoosac Valley's had the better of it over the years. But Drury with a fine team this year. They sweep this season's series. But boy, they had their hands full here tonight against Hoosac Valley.
Oh, sure. It was that the little train that could. Well, it made a 9-0 run to open up the fourth quarter. It was 39-39 before Drury knew it.
Right.
But I've got to give Drury a lot of credit.
Yes.
The crowd was getting loud. The Hoosac Valley fans were really up, and they handled the pressure down and made some big baskets down the stretch.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And the final here, it was Drury with a 9-point lead, 52-43. But boy, I'll tell you, with little over 3 minutes to go in this ball game, it was a real tight ball game between these two rivals.
It's probably one of the better games that Hoosac Valley's played all season, Tim, I would assume. If you talk to Coach Frederick, I think he would probably tell you he was very pleased with his kid's performance.
Yeah, he has to be very satisfied with the effort that the young ladies put out here today. They both teams really, of course, you always expect it, but Hoosac Valley coming into this gym and really playing the way they did is a testament to Coach Frederick and to the Hoosac Valley team, because they really put it together tonight.
I guess if there's one young lady you want to stop, it's definitely Reagan Shea, and they were fairly successful in Cheshire. They kept her at least quiet, scoreless in the first half, quiet in the second half, but she did a lot herself tonight, and she single-handedly, scoring-wise, kept her team in it. But get some nice contributions from kids that are very, very young, some 8th graders. Really, Genevieve really never got going tonight, Tim. With the 4 points too.
Right.
So, if she averages 12 points a game, if she hits her average, they're right there. They're right there at the end.
Right. She ran into foul trouble. She ran into foul trouble in the first half. She had to sit for a while. Then she came back in the third quarter with 3 fouls, picked up her 4th, and had to sit most of the third and half of the fourth. So she really was unavailable for most of this ball game due to foul trouble. That hurt Hoosac Valley. They don't have the depth necessarily this year that Drury does.
No, and you saw the coaching move that when it was 39-39, the timeout, the starters came back in and played a great 3.5 minutes to get them that victory.
Yeah, we're just waiting. I'd like to get if we could get a few words with our player of the game for the Drury Blue Devils, Megan McGrath, and see if she comes out here in a minute before we close out the broadcast. She had a great second half for the Blue Devils, and I thought she was the difference down the stretch for Drury.
She was, absolutely. And it always seems forever by the time we here they come.
Here comes some players. So, Coach
Chuck Lewis.
So.
Coach Downey will be with us just in a second.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're absolutely delighted to have Coach Downey. And Coach, what can you say? Hoosac Valley and Drury. That's all you can say.
Yeah, and that was my message at practice yesterday was you can't go based off of scores. You can't go based off of our last game. Drury and Hoosac is just different. Whether it's the boys' side, whether it's the girls' side, nothing can be assumed. And, again, we know that we beat them in their gym last time.
Yes.
So there's probably a little bit of revenge factor on their part. So we knew that we were going to be in for a dogfight, and that's certainly what we were in tonight.
You certainly were. And you got, difficult. I'll tell you, they were in the game, but you got a great effort from your senior down the stretch the last 3 or 4 minutes. She really was the difference, in our opinion, in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Meg's defense against Reagan in the fourth quarter, I mean, just really all over the place.
Right.
I pride myself on our defense,
Right.
and when individual players kind of show that through them of what my mentality is, of how I want our team to be, it's something to be proud of. Because as a coach, I say to them all the time, like I can write up X's and O's, I can call up the perfect play, I can do whatever, but ultimately if the players have to do it, right? The players have to make the plays, and to win a game like tonight, you need to make plays.
Right.
And that's on both ends of the floor. You got to make the defensive plays, and you can make offensive plays. Obviously, Megan had a lot of big layups and some defensive plays in the fourth quarter. Ella had some big shots in the fourth quarter. So again, I didn't get a chance to look at the book. I'm assuming a lot of our girls just scored tonight. I don't know if we
did.
we have anyone in double figures tonight.
You're sitting right next to her.
Meg got the double figures.
And all
Ella got in double figures.
And all in the second half, I might add.
Yeah, apparently Ella and Megan are becoming second half players because they did the same thing in the Wacona game. So,
well, Coach, we want to thank you for coming up here for a minute, but we want to talk to our player of the game here. Come on in here, Megan. You got to. Our player of the game, the senior Megan McGrath. Megan, I got to tell you something. They threw a shutout at you in the first half, but boy, this last 4 or 5 minutes of this game, you really spelled the difference for your team.
Yeah. I think.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think my team really got me to want to dig in and get this from because I saw them working so hard, and they definitely shut me down in the first half, and I just wanted to be there for my team and step up.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? You beat Hoosac the first time, and I know you had a tough assignment against Reagan Shea. She's a scorer.
Yeah.
She's a tough to control, and she kind of rose to the occasion tonight. But I thought your defense in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game spelled the difference for your team.
Yeah, for sure. I think defensively we just knew what we had to do, and we work on it all the time in practice. And we have to step up and make those plays. And I think we finally put that together at the end of the game, and it just showed our Drury High School basketball, and that's what we've really worked for all season so far.
Megan, one of the things if I could just just for a second.
Go ahead.
One of the things that impressed me the most was that the crowd was getting loud. All of a sudden it's 39-39, timeout, the starters are back in. It was like the switch was thrown.
Right.
I can't tell you enough about how well I think everybody played down the stretch. A good team will do what they have to do at crunch time, and you guys seem to do it tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're a very mentally tough team, and I think we feed off the energy of the gym and just knowing that we have people here to support us, and we're going to take that win for them just as much as we want it.
Well, the crowd, I got to tell you, the student section really got into it the last 3 or 4 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, for sure, and that is always that just helps us play so much better. And I mean, it's a Hoosac Drury basketball game, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the way it should be.
Well, Megan, thanks for joining us up here. We really appreciate you're our player of the game, and congratulations to your squad.
Thank you.
And a great game tonight. I know everybody watching at home certainly enjoyed it. They were texting in as the game was going on, so they certainly had a good one.
Yeah.
If they weren't here, they would watch it on TV.
Yeah, definitely a good one.
Congratulations
Thank you.
and best of luck down the road.
Thank you.
Congrats.
That's senior Megan McGrath of the Drury Blue Devils, our player of the game here tonight. And that'll just about do it here for us, Rick.
That's it, yeah. So again, thanks everybody for watching. The final score again was Drury 52 and Hoosac 43 in a real good one here at the Bucket Village Gym. For Matt Tucker and Tim Moore, I'm Rick Bois saying